My name is Tom. 3 years ago, I embarked on a new venture. I planted hundreds of trees to build my own citrus grove beside the marshes of the Little Geechee River. Now I spend my days growing delicious Savannah citrus. Hi folks, welcome to Savannah Citrus. Today I want to talk with you about managing rootstock. We have approximately 350 trees in our grove. 90% of those trees are grown on flying dragon rootstock. We chose flying dragon for two reasons. One, it is tremendously cold hardy, and it will help the survivability of our citrus trees by giving us an extra 5 degrees cold weather tolerance. Secondly, it dwarfs the size of the trees. When it comes harvest time, we don't want to have to deal with a tree that's 12 feet tall. We prefer to deal with a tree that's about 9 feet tall, much easier to harvest fruit from. So we chose flying dragon. Flying dragon is an ancient cultivar from northern China, extremely cold hardy, and it does very well in the Georgia climate. The flying dragon tree itself is indeed a citrus, but it produces a small, hard, bitter-tasting orange, full of seeds, not really desirable for human consumption. Even though the fruit itself is inedible, the Chinese will take the seeds and grind them into a powder for medicinal purposes. The peel can be used for flavoring and cooking. In our use of the flying dragon rootstock in citrus production, we have to make sure that the rootstock does not grow its own limbs, which would certainly outpace our fruit-bearing limbs. Then the tree would be of no value to us. We have to go through tree by tree and trim off this rootstock. It grows with tremendous vigor. The rootstock is easy to identify. It boasts a trifoliate leaf. Also, these tremendous curved, hooked, dragon claw-looking thorns. When you're searching on your own citrus trees, trying to decide which is a rootstock and which is a fruit top of the tree, it's easy to identify. The rootstock foliage will look very different from the leaves that are on the top of your tree. And it'll also come from below the graft union on the tree. So here's your rootstock, the flying dragon rootstock portion of the tree. This is your graft union where the bark changes texture, and from the graft up is the citrus tree. So what we're going to do is remove all this excess growth from the rootstock. Clip it off right back at the tree where it forms, because if it is left unchecked, the rootstock will overgrow and outpace the fruit-producing portion of the tree. Also, you'll notice that because it is springtime, we have some of these new shoots popping out closer to the ground. These limbs are going to be too close to the ground to produce fruit, so we'll clip them off also. Flying dragon rootstock has been used in the American citrus industry for hundreds of years. None of our trees actually come from China. All commercial citrus trees, including ours, are domestically produced from domestically American-maintained rootstock facilities. Remember, when you purchase your citrus trees, check with your nursery stock provider as to what type of rootstock would be best for your area. Thanks for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, remember to click like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Remember, keep it fresh and keep it local.